Enough is enough. The people of Kwara State are protesting today, Tuesday, 7th of October 2025. Enough is enough. The killings and the abductions in Kwara State, it has gotten to the peak. And the people of Kwara State have told the governor, we are tired, we are exhausted. Enough is enough. The Yoruba people of Kwara State are now speaking up. Now, check your screen. A pastor was killed and 2 others were abducted in Kwara State by the bandits. And I've always maintained, a few months ago, Kwara was very, very peaceful. Nowadays, Kwara is getting hot and hot and hot. And everybody is quiet about it. Human life is sacrosanct, and you cannot play politics with that. A pastor of a congregation killed and others abducted. Also on your screen, you see a community head abducted in the same Kwara State. How did they get to this level? How did Kwara go to this level of insecurity? Yesterday I said Yoruba elders should sit down and convey an emergency meeting over the fate of the Yorubas in Kwara State and in Kogi. In Yagba, Kogi State, 27 people were killed. The indigenous people, where do they go from here? All these are the vital and crucial questions that we must ask ourselves at this lovely time. Before I proceed, if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, all notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. Kindly like and share as you are watching, and also drop your comments. Kindly like and share, it takes you nothing. Like and share, drop your comment. Today, Tuesday, 7th of October 2025, the people of Kwara, how do they get out from this mess? Where do they go from here? This is a very vital and crucial question that we must ask ourselves at this particular time. The protest, is it enough? Will the government heed to their work? Because majorly in Kwara South, that has been target of relentless bandit activities over the course of a few weeks ago. And I asked that question yesterday. Why Kwara? Why is Kwara targeted at this particular time? That is the question that we must ask ourselves. All Nigerians must now be watchful. For example, Ahmed Tinubu gave go ahead for the implementation of forest gas across every state. Enugu are taking the lead. There are forest gas in Enugu state. Other people too should take this initiative. Guard your forest. Be in charge. Don't allow aliens, don't allow the so-called S-men or bandits take over your forest. And I've always maintained these people should no longer be called bandits anymore. They have crossed the Rubicon. They must be declared the name which suits them. They are now terrorists, and they must be declared terrorists. They are now terrorists, and they must now be declared as terrorists. They have crossed the Rubicon. No more bandits. They are terrorists, and they must be called names that actually fits them. So still call them bandits is like you are still playing with them. The government must designate these so-called bandits as terrorists, which is my own opinion here. If Buhari could designate IPOB as terrorists, the so-called bandits also, they must be seen as terrorists. That is the way out, and that is the way forward. Are you so-called because what they are doing now is beyond the activities of banditry. It has crossed over. Even the armed herdsmen, too, they must be designated as terrorists. Enough is enough. Like the people are talking about, like that. It's right on your screen. They are saying enough is enough. You don't do. Otito Zukwanike, enough is enough. The killings and abductions in our place have gone to the extreme. And I said the other time, why can't the Kwara State governor inaugurate a local vigilante? Yes, they have hunters, but local vigilantes. That is why the issue of state police always comes to my mind. This must come every day because it is issue of front burner. You can't hide it. State police must now be sacrosanct in Nigeria. That is the thing. State police must now be seen as something that is sacrosanct. Now, listen and listen good. With state police, each state is sure to have a proper way of policing themselves, and they will have adequate security. A state police system will make sure, and it will ensure that the people know who is actually in charge of their various communities. Because listen, the North already has Isba police, so the police are police. There is already a religious police, or call them a morality police in northern Nigeria. So if the South is not ready, even Kwara State, they say it's not center. That's another problem again. If the South is not ready to give one voice, to make sure that their destiny is in their hands, there is no way this evil will stop. So the Yoruba people, their elders, it's time to speak up and have security meeting. Yagba local government in Kogi is a Yoruba dominated area. So some beings were unalive in that place too. Is this how we're going to behave? As if everything is normal? And the other question is, the so-called bandits, who are called terrorists, are they above the law? Are they above the Nigerian state? I've always maintained our military architecture, they have what it takes to arrest this situation. The so-called bandits and their leaders, they must be arrested. They must be faced. They must be made to face the full wrath of the law. That is the only way out. That is the right way to go. And that is the way to show that a proper country. It's the same thing. The bandits first start because Muhammadu Buhari allowed them while he was the president. Use the same energy that he used in Americanu's case, in Sunday Igboho, in Python, and everything. Use that same energy to crush the bandits in the north. He didn't do it. Now it's late. The so-called bandits are affecting Katsina State also, where it came from. That is the problem. Look at other Nigeria themselves. An attack against Boko Haram was an attack against the north. All these things are the pointers. All these things are the problem. All these things are the reasons why our insecurity has gone to this level. No, it's not ordinary. You can deceive yourself, but let's look at ourselves with your eyes and tell ourselves the critical truth. These things are not ordinary. The level of insecurity has gone way beyond where it is. So the President must now they will have a council meeting on Thursday in Abuja. Council of State. Your former head of state will come. On that Council of State, let them talk about the level of insecurity in Nigeria. If possible, other head of state should advise the president on the best way to go. Ordinarily, Obasanjo should be there. Jonathan should be there. Abdulsalam Abubakar should be there. Yakubu Gowon, the former head of state, that's how they used to do. They come to the council of state meeting. All of them must go there and advise the president on the best possible way to go. The level of insecurity is now drawing international attraction that nations of the world are talking about it. So the people of Kwara State, what is the way out of this? There is protest, they are protesting. Is that protest enough? That is a vital question this lovely time. Tuesday, the 7th of October 2025. So these are the crucial questions as of today. Look at your screen now. During Maghrib prayers, they came, the bandits, and abducted traditional ruler, district head, and also people of the state. Yesterday, I gave you a news in Sokoto. The people are asking the government to give them ammunition. Give us gun, we want to protect ourselves. Resident of Sokoto State in Kebbi local government. I gave you that information. Go and watch my previous video. But the North has always rejected the way forward, which is restructured Nigeria. I don't know. And the North is badly affected. Why don't you join the South and accept a state police, accept restructuring? That is the way Nigeria can go. Don't be lazy. The oil money has made almost over like 20 states. They are now lazy. End of the month, you go to Abuja, you receive allocation from the oil money of Niger Delta. It has made some states lazy. These states are not even viable. What are they producing? What are they giving back to national cover? So all these things are the vital issues we must talk about, and we are talking about at this crucial time in Nigeria. I gave you a news earlier how Osun commander of Amotekun escaped assassination by gunmen. And the question is, who wants to kill this man? And why they want to kill him? All these things are the questions we must ask ourselves. Nobody goes for sitting down. The average Nigerian man must put on his or her thinking cap. Like Sonny Okosun sang in the early 80s, Which Way Nigeria? He sang the song, Which Way to Go, I love my fatherland. So, which way? How do we go? We're talking about insecurity. Look at what's happening in the oil and gas sector. Dangote was a Spengasan. The so-called cabals, all those things they call themselves. How do we win ourselves of these things? As Nigeria. How do we get out of this mess that we find ourselves in? As citizens. These things should be on the front burner in the minds of all Nigerians. So this is security. I always maintain, let us support the Nigerian army, the navy, the police, the air force, the DSS. Let us support them to achieve complete victory over the terrorists, the bandits, the armed herdsmen, the kidnappers, and any name that we call them. Let Nigeria join us together with our military to achieve lasting peace and success. There are no two ways. There are no two ways about it anymore. Let's join us together with our military to achieve lasting success. That is the only way. Igbo people, that's their opinion. Even you can see that on the comment section also. You have seen many Igbo talking about how Obiagu is not really protecting them against the armed herdsmen or whatever name you have given to them. Now, all these things are that pointers. are the indices that truly what Alpha has said has not really come to pass. Nigeria has not truly gotten the state of nationhood. That's what Alpha has said. That we have not truly gotten to that stage of nationhood. And for Nigeria to go forward, we must get to that stage where everybody sees themselves as brothers, as equal, not where one particular region sees other region as his enemy or as his rival. All these things are what we must be talking about. So until we get to that stage where everybody sees another as his contemporary, not when the North feels they are bigger than the South. When we talk about development, talk about state police, the North say, no, we don't want it. Restructuring, you don't want it. The present Nigeria structure is not working, or it seems not to work. Every power is in Abuja. Let there be state police. Let us have the devolution of power. This thing is very, very crucial and very, very important. It's very, very vital also. Let there be state police. Now, listen and listen, good viewers. We are beginning to see the fact that the way this... Listen, if a Mountain commander... Now, the federal government must investigate. That's the thing. The police, they must investigate that shooting. Who wants to kill the Amotekun commander? Why do they want to assassinate him? These are vital and crucial questions which we must now ask ourselves. Why do they want to assassinate him? Who want to kill him? What has he done? Because ordinarily, a man that is interested in protecting the lives and the welfare of his own people, why would you be planning to assassinate him? So, but we don't know. We don't know. So, let us allow our government, the police, to investigate the issue. We cannot start making any speculations here, only because you don't know. That as of today, Tuesday, the 7th of October, we cannot speculate. You cannot say for sure these are the people that wants to eliminate the Amotekun commander. We don't know. What we know is the fact that nothing happened to him. So the plan did not work. So the onus lies on the Osun State government to investigate the root cause. That is where the onus lies on. But for an average Nigerian man, like I've always said, to whom brain is given, sense expected, it is time for us to think outside the box. It is time for us, for Nigeria, as a people, to demand. I said yesterday, Monday, the 6th of October, let us tell our House of Rep members that the state police is sacrosanct. We can tell them, we elected them, House of Rep members and our senators. Let them table this matter and make it a matter of national importance. Urgent. We must table this matter now, very, very urgent. Let us make the matter very, very urgent. State police, it must come to play. It must come to pass. That is the only way we can show that we are a very, very serious country. There's no out of it. There are not that two ways out of this. We must show, and it must be shown, and it must be known that yes, Nigeria and Nigerians are very serious about it. That is the only way out of this mess has been caused by we don't know what the government are, and I will never speculate. We don't know. Police will carry out the investigation, and then they will come back let us know the reasons and what are the intentions of these people that want to eliminate our Amotekun commander. So that work will be done by the police. But then, the Amotekun commander, thank God for his life, for his resilient spirit, and also thank God that he's alive.